Welcome viewers to another TV box stock review. On today's presentation, we have a review of the Scishion V99 Hero Android 4K TV box. After the break, I'll do the usual breakdown of its hardware and features, and I'll also have benchmarks along with my personal thoughts and opinion on this new device, so stay tuned. I'll be back after this. So I am back, and let's start with the packaging. The Scishion V99 Hero comes in this black box with very little information about the box. On this label here, it shows that the model is the V99 Hero. It comes with 4GB of RAM, and 32GB of internal storage. It runs on Android 5.1, and it uses a 5V 2A power adapter. Wait, don't say it. I can already hear viewers saying Android 5.1, I'm saying the same thing myself. However, on this channel we give each TV box a chance to prove itself, so I'll save my comments till after the review. The hardware specs looks pretty okay, so let's see what the V99 Hero has to offer, as I take a moment to unpack. However, if you are a power user, and use your TV box for more than just streaming, or you like to install your Kodi add-ons yourself, by the way, which everyone will be doing in the near future, I recommend getting yourself a Bluetooth Air mouse or a touchpad keyboard for advanced navigation of this TV box. See the link in the description area. I'll now connect this box to my TV, and when I return I'll have the rest of the review. So I'm all set, and ready to proceed. As I start up the box, it shows an Android animation, and then you are presented with this launcher. This launcher has the same design and layout as the Age 96 Pro Plus. It also has the same shortcuts feature for adding shortcuts to the launcher, and it comes with a navigation bar at the bottom. If we go to the apps section, here it shows a list of all the apps installed on this box. Right away, I noticed that the programming on this box looks very similar to a programming seen in early versions of 2016 TV boxes, so let's check to see if the box has any updates. In this section it confirms that the operating system is Android 5.1, and the last Android security patch was done since the 1st of April 2016. Under the wireless updates, it shows that the system is currently up to date, which is incorrect, given the time and operating system installed on the box. However, there is a feature to update via a firmware file using this option. So I'll just take a moment to install some system and benchmarking applications, and when I return we have the rest of the review. So I am back, and first let's check to see if the box is rooted. It shows that the box is rooted. running on Android 5.1 Lollipop operating system. This means that you have the freedom to download and install any app you like from the Google Play Store, and also install any APK files using the APK installer application located in the Apps section. Let's now take a look at some system and hardware information. Under System Information, it shows that the manufacturer is Rockchip, and the model is the V99 Star. This is a bit of a concern, because the model of the box is listed as the V99 Hero and not the V99 Star. However, as I proceed, below here it shows that the box comes with 4 GB of RAM, and the remaining internal storage from the 32 GB after the Android installation. Under CPU information, it shows that the CPU is the Rockchip RK3368 octa-core Cortex-A53 CPU, running up to 1.5 GHz on a 64-bit system. Under Display information, it shows the GPU is the PowerVR G6110, which is said And that's it for system and hardware information. I'll now put this box to the test with some benchmarks. I went ahead and ran all the benchmarks, and let's have a look at the results. The first results we have is the memory read and write speeds. It shows that you have a RAM copy speed of 2661 megabits per second. The internal memory has a read speed of 108 megabits per second, and a write speed of 70. Let's now take a look at the Antutu benchmark scores. It shows that the V99 got a score of 39,300. The Geekbench 4 CPU benchmark shows that the box got a score of 554 single-core, and 1,509 multi-core. The Ice Storm Extreme GPU benchmark shows that the Scishion V99 got a score of 4,493. Let's have a look at some Wi-Fi speed tests. The results are quite surprising. On my 30 megabits internet connection, the Scishion V99 got some of the highest download and upload speeds I ever experienced on this channel. And that's it for the benchmarks. It appears that the box cannot play 4K videos due to some reason or the other, and the same situation exists with the MX Media Player. 1080p videos run without any issues, but 4K videos refuse to start or freezes up. For my final test, I'm running a game meant to be played only on smartphones and tablets. I'm using a gamepad controller, and a key mapping app called TinCore Key Mapper. And I'm running this game on my big screen in 1080p quality. This app only works if the box is rooted, so keep that in mind if you intend on using this app, as well as all other key mapping applications. The game was exciting and it ran without any issues. The game quality showed great on the big screen, and the key mapping application worked perfectly. So this brings an end to this review. The Scishion V99 is a box that has room for great improvement. The hardware specs are top of the line, but what confuses me is why did they use Android 5.1? And is the model the V99 Hero or is it the V99 Star? It is clear that the reason why the 4K videos won't run on this box is due to a firmware problem. This box runs smooth. It has an Octa core Rockchip CPU, something I've not seen to date. It has the highest Wi-Fi speeds I've seen in a while. It has 4 GB of RAM and 32 GB of internal storage. I loved how it played the Android game, and the box is rooted. Kodi 17 plays movies and TV shows, but the interface has a delayed movement and some add-ons don't work. However, it ran better under Kodi 16. So do I recommend the Scishion V99 as a TV box to purchase? And the answer is negative, unless they release a firmware for this box. Upgrading it to Android 6.0 or 7.0, this box will not satisfy current users of TV boxes in any way. I've searched for a firmware update and couldn't find any, and I urge anyone to post any firmware they come across for this box. Until then, this box will remain in my collection because it's a waste of such good hardware with poor programming. So viewers, if for some strange reason you insist that you must have this device, see the link in the description area. Thanks for watching. Remember to like this video if you found it informative, and subscribe to this channel for more TV box stop videos.